What's up, guys? Welcome back to Laced Up Podcast. We got our 4th of July episode going on. Mason Wake's here with us. Mason, you've been at BYU for a while. What is it, 5 years now, you said?
5 years.
So what year did you start at BYU?
So I graduated in 2019 in the spring, like in May, from high school. And then I played that fall, so 2019 fall, when I first got here. So
Okay. What's your, eligibility? Are you technically junior, senior, what,
So I'll be a senior, but so this is, I haven't used my red shirt, any of that stuff, but yeah, from the COVID year, I get this 5th year, so this is my last year.
But you never even used a red shirt?
Yeah, so I still have a red shirt and stuff, but
yeah,
hopefully it's my last.
There you go, that's good. So, start us, from the beginning, where, did you grow up? What's your family like? Start off there.
Yeah, so I grew up Alpine, Utah, born and raised here, and when I was 8 years old, my mom passed away, so it was just basically me, my dad, and my brother. My 2 older siblings had moved out, so it was just us 3 growing up, and it was fun. We were tough on each other, but yeah, growing up, I actually wasn't a BYU fan. So
really,
yeah, so I was a huge Boise State fan. Actually, between BYU and Utah, I'd rather watch Utah games. So
yeah,
it's kind of crazy. Come around my junior and senior year, Coach Grimes and a couple of the BYU coaches were talking to me every day, and I was like, wait, maybe BYU's kind of cool. So I went on my visits. They were talking to me every single day, more than any of the other schools, and I decided to come here as preferred walk on, and it was fun. But as far as my family goes, they're a lot of hunting and fishing and all that stuff. I kind of got a little burnt out from it, but I'm starting to pick up fishing again. Me and my girlfriend are liking it. So
yeah. So you said all boys?
No, so there's 3 boys, including me, and then 1 girl.
Okay, so 4 kids.
Yep.
That's dope. Are you the oldest, youngest? Where do you fit in that?
So I'm the youngest.
You are?
Yep.
What, hunting? What were you guys hunting growing up?
So my dad and my brother, the one closest to me, they hunt anything.
Really?
My favorite thing to do is pheasant hunting and stuff, but they go on full week long, elk hunting, deer hunting, all that. My brother
big game stuff.
Oh yeah, my brother would go by himself.
Really?
Up in the mountains. I'm like, dude, you're crazy. But yeah, my dad, so he went hunting up in Alaska, and he's killed a grizzly bear. He's killed everything.
Did they hang them in the house?
He did back in the day. This was back when I was probably 4 or 5.
Yeah.
So yeah, I heard all the stories, but yeah, mostly it's just deer and elk. So
that's funny. Yeah. Do you eat it?
I actually don't like the elk. They try to trick us into saying it's just hamburger meat. I don't like it, bro. It has this weird taste. I don't know, but they trick us. So
I like elk. I don't like deer.
I've never had deer.
Really?
Yeah.
Deer's not very good.
Yeah.
Elk, I like elk. I could eat elk.
There's something about the elk, dude. It's just something different.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's what I realized is once I started, I went for a while where I was only eating elk, ground elk steaks, and then when I went back to beef, you know how when you eat the elk, you can kind of taste the elk in there. I noticed when I went back to beef, I kind of taste the beef in there. So, but it doesn't really bother me too much.
Yeah,
that's funny. So, mom passed away when you were 8. Was that was that expected, or was it kind of?
Yeah, so she had cancer for a couple years. So
okay.
I was still pretty young. I didn't know exactly what was going on, but a lot of my siblings knew. But yeah, it made me grow up pretty fast. I started cooking, started cleaning, doing all the stuff, all my laundry, all on my own. So I had to grow up pretty fast. But it made me into the man I am today, and I like representing her in a lot of the ways. And being on this platform at BYU, it's been fun. Kind of like with my shirt saying "Rest in Heaven, Mom," and then just showing everyone how much I love her, and yeah, I love doing it. So
that's way cool. Yep. So growing up with 2 older brothers, right? Mm-hmm. I'm trying to do my math. Yeah. That's right. What was the age gap there? Were you close to him?
Yeah. So I have my older brother that's closest to me is 2 years older.
Okay.
So, he was mean to me growing up. He had anger issues and stuff, so he made me tough, to play fullback. But then my oldest brother, I think he's 9 years older than me, and then my sister's 7 years older than me. So there's kind of a little bit of an age gap between the 2 sets. But, yeah, we're all so close now.
That's cool.
My sister has kids, so I'm constantly with my nieces. And
so your uncle.
Yep.
That's awesome.
It's the best part, dude. I love it.
That's funny.
They're the best.
So you went to Lone Peak High School.
Yep.
Tell me, so you mentioned a little bit about how BYU was the only one giving you really any love. Did you have, because you took a preferred walk-on, did you have like smaller offers, like FCS offers that you chose to go to BYU, or what was that like? What was your recruiting process like?
So I actually almost went to SUU. So that was kind of like, it was kind of like that level of schools that were offering me, and kind of a little bit lower too. But, and I got a few preferred walk-ons from the bigger schools like Utah State and stuff. But I mean, I felt like I wanted to stay local. I wanted to go to Boise State. Like that was my number one growing up. But they gave me a preferred walk-on, but it was kind of like, yeah, sure.
Because you're asking type thing.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I went to all the camps. I mean, I remember going into my senior year that summer, into that summer, it was like 95 degrees. I was at the BYU camp, and Coach Grimes was just having me run wham play, wham, wham, wham. And like I was dying.
That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, they were the biggest school. They told me I could have a chance to come in and play as a freshman. Kalani made it clear that like preferred walk-ons are treated like scholarship guys. Like there's nothing like that. So I mean, I got here. So funny story, like right when I got here, this guy's probably gonna hate me for this if he sees it, but Zane Anderson.
Yeah.
So my freshman year, I came in fall camp, so I didn't do summer bridge. I came in fall camp straight out of high school, and I was playing running back.
So wait, real quick, you weren't there for summer workouts or nothing?
Nothing.
You came in like August, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, preferred walk-on. They had all the scholarship guys come in, like do the
like June or July or whatever. Yeah,
do all that, and I was just kind of hanging out, like, hey, like, can I come? But I guess I wasn't allowed to, so I came day one fall camp. For the first 3 days, I hated it. Like, I didn't know anyone. Like
that's the worst.
Yeah, I was at the wrong position. Like I was told I was going to play what I'm playing now, like the flex tight end type wing. But I came as a running back, so I was in the wrong position. Didn't know anyone. Like all my friends were still here. They weren't on missions yet, so I was like, dang, dude, like this is depressing. So like, and I would eat by myself. Like, but it took one play. I remember Morgan Piper was actually running the ball, and we had two running backs in the backfield. And I went the complete wrong way. Like, I was supposed to lead block for him at running back. I went the wrong way, went outside, and Morgan ended up following me. And I hit Zane Anderson pretty hard. Mm-hmm. And then, like, everyone was hyped. Everyone was going crazy. And I was like, wait, like, that's all I needed to, like, get myself going. And I got a text that night from Coach Grimes, who's at Baylor now. He was like, hey, stud, like, we want you to play for us this fall. Like, we want you to get some time, so we're going to move you to the tight end room and play, like, what I'm playing now. So, I mean, that's kind of like the story. But, yeah, I mean, it just took that one play, and I had all the friends. Like, I started, like, getting out of my shell, and, yeah, that's all it took.
That's awesome. Yeah. So, the craziest part, you came in August, and how much did you play your very first year?
So, I didn't play in the first game. I was told I dressed, but I didn't play in the first game against Utah. But then I started the next game against Tennessee.
Really?
And then, so that game was crazy. We can talk about that too. That game was crazy. And then I've basically been starting ever since. So, I mean, it's like at that point, like halfway through fall camp, I felt like, I can play this year. Like I'm going to be able to play. Yeah. And I was so terrified to mess up the plays. Like,
really?
Especially with Coach Grimes and those guys, because they'll get in your face. And like,
I heard that.
Oh, dude, like a little 19-year-old, that was terrifying. So I just put it upon myself to learn the playbook. And, yeah, I mean, it was crazy.
So you mentioned the Tennessee game. Everybody, when I ask them, like, what their favorite, like, game was or whatever, like, atmosphere, they all say the Tennessee game.
100%, dude. Because, like, I was probably from me to you away from Zach Wilson, quarterback, and I couldn't hear him. Yeah. Like, because I was the first, I was starting that game, and there was probably like 105,000 or something.
That's
crazy. I don't know how many, and there were a ton of BYU fans too, dude. It was awesome. And they were all drunk, just yelling at us, and the student section was behind us, just going crazy. Like, dude, it was awesome. And I remember one play I was playing, they split me out at, like, slot. Yeah. And I was supposed to motion in and crack, like, blindside this DN, because I'm pretty sure it was legal then. Yeah. So I was supposed to just kill this guy. And I motioned in. This guy was probably 6'8", 330. Yeah. Just this big dude. And I blindsided him. He didn't even move. Like, I hit him as hard as I could. Didn't even move. He broke my, like, helmet. He broke my face mask. And he didn't even move. I was like, dang, dude, this is different than high school. But,
that's so funny.
Yeah, that was kind of like my welcome to college football, just hitting that guy as hard as I can. He didn't even move. So.
Dude, that's crazy. So you started as a freshman, like a month into college football. Mm-hmm. Who were the other tight ends at the time?
So Isaac Rex was there. He was on scout team. And then Matt Bushman, Moroni Lau Putatau, Carter Wheat was there. Okay. But, yeah, it was that year. Isaac played in the last game against Hawaii in our bowl game.
Yeah.
But it was mainly me, Matt Bushman, and Moroni.
Gotcha.
Mostly that year.
So what is it that, like, what do you think it was that the coaches saw in you that early to get you on the field?
I mean, I felt like my size was good at the time. I was big enough to play. And, I mean, I just felt like I had that chip on my shoulder. Like, I felt like I was a scholarship kid. Like, I felt like I had earned more than what I received in high school. I felt like I knew I could play at the biggest level. And I knew I should have been on scholarship. But, I mean, just that edge that I had to earn a scholarship, like, it was always in the back of my mind. And, yeah, I mean, I just had that. I was just ticked off all the time. And that's how I try to play because, I mean, fullbacks got to be, I mean, badasses. I mean, I don't know if we can swear.
You got to be
you got to be the badass of the field, and the coaches
true.
The coaches look for that. So, I mean, like, in spring ball, I remember, like, I saw, like, two of the guys were, like, scuffling. I think it was, like, Waylon and some other guy. And I saw it, and I just went over and I started swinging.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be the bad guy, but, like, they look to me to be, like, that dude. So I'm like, dude, I don't care who it is. I'm just going to go start swinging. So
that's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, I think the coaches saw that in me, that I have that chip on my shoulder, and I was ready to play. So,
dude, I think you definitely have to have a part of that as fullback. But just like from a team perspective, like every team needs those, couple dudes that are just willing to get after it when things get things get rowdy. It's like you need those guys.
And I mean, defense views me as the bad guy, but I mean,
hey,
I'm a nice guy off the field, but when we got to play football, like, I got to be that way. So.
That's how it goes. It's usually if the other side of the ball doesn't like you, that's probably a good thing.
Exactly.
That's dope. So, walk me through, like, your experiences at BYU. You get here 2019, you start playing. What have kind of been some of the ups and downs and some of the things that you've experienced while you've been here?
Yeah, so I played my freshman year as a preferred walk-on, and the second year, the COVID year, I actually was a preferred walk-on too.
Really?
So, like, I felt like I had earned it my freshman year. Like, there were just setbacks. But then after that second year, I got put on, and that was, like, the biggest weight lifted off my shoulder.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
What made me kind of mad, though, is the year after I got put on scholarship, they did the Built Bar thing where all the walk-ons got it paid for. So I was like, dude. But, I mean, I'm grateful for it. But, I mean, it taught me how to, like, just do things the hard way, and you have to work for it. And I'm blessed to be on scholarship now and to have school paid for and to be in the position I am today because eventually after this season I want to try for the NFL draft. And, that's one of my goals now. But I'm just glad that, I mean, SEU probably would have been fun, but, I mean, BYU's been a blessing. So
right?
Yeah.
So what's been your all-time favorite memory since you've been here?
Oh, man. I mean, there's so many, especially with Coach Clark. Like, every day is so
that
fun.
Dude's a character.
He's so fun, dude. I mean,
so funny.
I mean, we get stuff done. We're on offense. We're one of the positions that have to know the most. And
right.
I mean, he can keep it light and funny, but at the end of the day, we got to be serious. But yeah, that man, he's hilarious. But I mean, all of us, like all the tight ends, we're all close. But I don't know. There's so many. I mean, the Tennessee game was one of them. Started against Boise State my freshman year was pretty awesome. And one of my all-time favorites, too, was the COVID year when Isaac Rex caught his first touchdown.
Yeah.
And I was right there, and he was, like, doing, like,
that weird dance.
That weird dance, dude. I was like, what the? Like, no one in the stands. It was just us yelling. It was so fun. But, yeah, that whole COVID year was so fun, man, because, I mean, we didn't know what was going on. We didn't know who we were going to play. We just went out and practiced, but I mean, it was totally different, but, yeah, it was so fun.
That's funny. Isaac, I remember I was watching that on TV, and, like, my wife knew who he was, and I had no clue who the dude was. He starts doing dance. I'm like, who's this idiot? Like, what the heck is he doing?
Yeah, that was...
Love him now. He's a funny dude. Like, now that I know him, I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Well, like, this dude's goofy.
Yeah, he's still so goofy.
Goofy, but you love him.
Yep.
That's funny. What's been the hardest part about being at BYU?
Oh, man, the hardest... I don't know, man. I feel like, I mean, school's pretty tough. I mean, it's pretty challenging, but.
What are you studying?
Exercise and wellness.
Okay, cool.
So my plan is to graduate. I'm going to graduate in the fall. And then depending on how I feel and how, like, if I go to the NFL and any of that stuff, I mean, that's my main goal. But I wanted to be an orthodontist, so I mean, we'll see where it takes me, but yeah, so that's my plan.
Why an orthodontist? What made you?
My uncle was an orthodontist, and I just for some reason always wanted to. So
That's cool.
there's not much to it.
They
Yeah.
make good money.
Yeah, he works 3 days a week, and he makes great money. So
That's not a bad life. If you can handle getting in someone's mouth.
I know.
So, what are your like off the field hobbies?
Oh, probably like playing Fortnite with my buddies.
You a big Fortniter?
A little bit. It kind of changed, but yeah, back in the day we used to play a lot. But yeah, I mean fishing. I'm starting to fish again, and
fly fish or regular?
Just regular.
Yeah,
I've never fly fished before.
Where do you go?
So we go basically everywhere. We went to Deer Creek yesterday actually with my grandma.
Yeah,
but yeah, there's like this place out at Utah Lake. We catch a bunch of catfish, just a bunch of random stuff. We catch a lot of bass. That's like our main thing that we catch.
Do you eat the bass?
No, never. I don't know why. We just never have. But
I'm not a big fish guy. I eat like salmon. Like
I'm not really either.
I'm not like the lake fish. I've tried it like before. It's not my thing.
No. Yeah, so. They taste different for sure. But yeah, another thing I'm really into is golf.
Oh yeah,
like it started coming on like the last few years. I think it was during COVID actually, or right after. We just like were like so bored. We're like, we got to try golf. So we just started going, and Carter Wheat and Isaac's got the goofiest shot, dude.
Does he?
Bro, he'll line up directly sideways, like the hole's this way, and he'll line up this way, and he'll hit it still right.
Really?
Like I got videos of it, dude. It's so funny. But
that's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, we just started golfing, and I actually love it now. I've gotten a little bit better, but that's probably my number one right now.
Who's the best golfer out of the tight ends?
Of the tight ends, I mean, Al Papunu is he's like an analyst for.
Yeah.
He's really good, dude.
Is he?
Yeah, he's really good. But out of the players, I don't know. It'd be close between me, Ethan, and Ethan Erickson. Yeah. I don't know. I'd say it's me probably, though.
Yeah. You put your money on it?
Yeah.
I like it. We, we golfed the other day, and I'm the best of the safeties for sure.
Yeah, I heard you're pretty good.
I'm not very good, but
didn't you guys play the receivers?
Yeah, we got our butts kicked.
Did you?
They beat us by like 20 points. Or 20 strokes. Like 20-something. It might have been 28. Yeah, it was embarrassing because, they have Parker who shot like
Parker's crazy.
75. And I was our best, and I shot an 88. Like, really? Yeah, I was like.
Yeah, Parker plays on the weekends in tournaments and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, for real.
Like, he, like, plays. Yeah. Like, I
crazy
picked it up, like, after my mission. Like, I'm not. But, so your golf, Fortnite, are you a builds or no builds?
So I was build, but now it's no build.
Really?
I mean, it's just more chill. Like that's why a lot of the guys came back and played, but it just turned into like it just sucked because a lot of kids online they're just too good.
So 10-year-olds.
Yeah, then we'll play like Call of Duty for like 5 days and just random stuff, whatever we're feeling.
That's funny. So, kind of back to football. What are some of your goals this year, going into the season?
Yeah, I mean, so my off-season goal was to lose some weight. So I lost 25 pounds to try to be in like they say every down back, like running back, but I don't want to be an every down like tight end.
Gotcha.
Like to be able to play out in the slot and third and long, or just be able to put myself in a position to stay on the field and not just be like a third and short type. But yeah, I mean, I want to be able to split out and run routes, and yeah, mainly one of my goals is just to stay healthy, man. Like it's just that position is pretty hard. Like it's pretty rough on your body, but yeah, just take care of my body and just stay available for my team, and yeah, eventually see how I'm feeling, and yeah, draft is the end goal. So
have you had many injuries since you've been here?
Yeah, I've had a bunch of like nagging, like smaller injuries. I've had a bunch of concussions. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but like there's been a few where probably haven't been logged. But my freshman year, I broke my wrist. I've had a couple like ankle injuries and stuff, but yeah, I mean it's just college football is different, man. Like it's like going against huge dudes, and your body just deteriorates, and yeah, I mean it's 5 years is a long time. I don't know how people can play longer.
Dude, like, you get tough. Beat up. Well, also you got to think about though. You've been playing every year. Mm. Most kids don't play till their second or third year, so
yeah, that makes sense too. Yeah,
you got a lot of hours underneath you.
Yeah,
a lot of time on the field. What do you feel like one of your like best attributes is as a tight end?
Probably just my physicality, just being able to go and hit whoever it is and not caring who it is. But I mean, just being that physical and having that physical mindset, and the coaches trusting me to be that hammer, and just bring. I feel like some of my hurdles too as well. They bring energy to the fans and to the team, and just trying any way I can, just go blow someone up, hurdle them, do whatever I can to. I mean, even like this year, like I just want to be able to. Like, I might not score the touchdowns, but I want to be in there blocking for whoever does. Like, that's just my mindset. Like, I just don't care if I get the ball. I don't care what happens. Like, I want to be on the field helping my dudes and help the team. But, yeah, that's kind of my mindset.
That's a good attribute to have as a tight end for sure, because, like, you guys do a lot of the stuff that goes unnoticed. Like, I think the linemen, obviously, like, they hardly ever get any glory. Yeah. But tight ends do a lot of stuff that if you don't really understand football, you don't realize. Mm-hmm. Like, one of the worst things ever, like, from, I don't know, maybe you like it, but when you guys got we call it bingo back or rock back, when you have to cross a formation and go kick out like an end, you just see the end and the tight end just, boom, just run right into each other.
It's every play, too.
Yeah, like, that's, like, I watched that, and I was so happy I'm not one of those people.
Yeah, that's why I started cutting, too, because I'm like, dude, this is like, we're doing it 30 times a game. So I started cutting, and it's been a lot better, but yeah, it's a lot of us were like, I mean, it's part of the game, and that's why we're here. I feel like that's why I'm here, is to be that physical tight end to go and dig out those big DNs. But so I got to switch it up. Like, it doesn't hurt as much to cut. So so it's pretty fun, and you can rock some dudes too. It's funny because they don't expect it.
I bet. As far as you mentioned your hurdles, like. How did you just do it one time and then you're like, oh, this is kind of dope? Or like, how did it happen? Was it on purpose that it became your thing, or was it just kind of like somehow you just became the hurdle man? Like, what was up with that?
Yeah, so it actually started my freshman year of high school, so 9th grade. My whole life I was bigger than all the kids. Like, and I was just getting wrecked at my ankles. Like all the safeties, like a 5'5", like 140-pound safety was tackling me, and I was just kind of getting pissed off. And finally, my freshman year, it happened like we were playing American Fork, and it probably happened like 5 times that game. And I was like, dude, I'm so sick of this. So I told everyone in the huddle, like right before we got to play, I'm like, dude, I'm going to try to hurdle this kid.
That's funny.
And I get through the line, and I get to, I think it was the 3rd level, the safety, and I just went for it. I just jumped, and he clipped my ankle. I did like a front flip, landed on my head.
Yeah.
And everyone was like silent, and I got up, and I was like going nuts.
You were juiced up.
Dude, I was like, juiced up. I'm like, that was the coolest thing ever. Everyone was so hyped, but that's kind of where it started. And then after that, I was doing it like 3 times a game because I'm like, wait, this is starting to work.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of where it started, but it was actually illegal in high school, I think. I got a bunch of penalties. Like, the dudes have to be on their knees or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. There was some stupid rule with it.
Stupid. So, I mean, I'm trying to remember. My first one in college, I think, was against Utah State, but it was, like, subtle.
Yeah.
Like, it was, like, a small one. But then my real first one, when it kind of blew up, was COVID year against Navy.
Yeah.
I kind of got wrecked in the air, but everyone was like, dude, what? Like, I just remember going and checking my phone. Like, I didn't even really think anything of it. Like, I went and hurdled this guy, and I kind of got wrecked in the air. Like, everyone was going. Like, I came off to the sideline, and Ed Lamb came up to me. He was like, so we're not doing that anymore. Because he was like the ball security. He was obsessed with that. And then I go to Kalani, and Kalani was like, dude, that was awesome.
That's hilarious.
Right? And everyone was going hype, but I didn't really think anything of it. And then I go and check my phone, and it was like,
just blowing
10,000 notifications. It was crazy. I was like, wait, what? That's hilarious. I've been doing this, but it was so funny. And then kind of just blew up from there, but it was hilarious. So
didn't they make an app? Isn't there like a game?
Yeah, they just came out with them. Connect did.
Connect.
So yeah, Jake Brandon over at Connect. He had this. So he was a teacher, and there's this 8th grader who's like really good at programming or something.
Yeah.
And he was like, he just asked him, and the kid's like, yeah, I can make that in 15 minutes.
No way.
So yeah, it's just a fun little hurdle. It's called like Hurdle Mania, I think. So
I'm just looking up right now. Do it. So it's called Hurdle Mania?
Yeah, it's not on the App Store though.
Or how do you get it?
It's like on Connect's website somehow, but
there you go. I'm gonna have to play.
You gotta pay $3.
How much of that do you get? Do you get a percentage?
$1.50. Yeah.
You get 50%?
Yeah, I was gonna give the 8th grader like all the money I made.
Yeah.
So I was like he can have it, but they paid him like $250. So I'm like, dang, okay.
For an 8th grader,
he's rolling in dough right now.
That's hilarious. So you got to go download the app, support you.
Connect.
Connect, Hurdle Mania. What are some things like that you obsess over?
Oh, obsess over. I mean, I just
Like things
something.
things that you're thinking about late at night when you're laying in bed. Like,
I mean, like whenever I'm like at night, like if I just even think about football, I'm not going to bed for like 2 hours.
really?
Like it's bad. Like my heart just starts pumping, just like game day and the fans, like the Cougar Walk. You haven't
Yeah.
done that yet, have you?
No, I'm so
Dude, the
excited.
Cougar Walk's awesome. Like it's
That's
the
so
best part of game day.
that's
I
dope.
love it. And then just early on in the season when all the fans, like when you get to the stadium,
Yeah.
it's already packed. Like the students are just all there and you see them run in. And I mean, the Cougar Walk, like, dude, that's the days that you're like, this is why it's all worth it. And then, I mean, yeah, I mean, seeing your family after and just winning, man, and just being able to win for a coach like Kalani it's just different, man. It's just so fun. It's so easy to go out and play hard for him, and just the love he has for us. It just makes you want to be better and just work harder and work harder. And yeah, I mean, I think I could say that about a lot of the coaches here at BYU. Like, I think
Yeah.
it's different than anywhere else. They just love you. They love you outside of football more than they love you at football.
Right.
And I think that's been something that was good for me. And yeah, I mean, it just makes you obsessed with winning and going out and play hard for them. It makes it pretty easy. So,
Dude, the culture at BYU, so like football specifically, it's it really is different. And like obviously you're aware of that even though you've been here your whole time, but like being at other schools and like having a brother that's at another school, like I've seen inside a couple programs, it's like there's like it's
yeah,
so
it's
different.
unmatched, man. I mean, like you hear from all the other guys where, and I think it's how it is most of the places and in the NFL where the coaches don't give a damn about you.
No.
Like they're here to win, and our coaches are here to win too. But
Yeah.
they're also like the whole culture is love and family and just being there for each other. And I think Kalani's done a great job with that. And you can just tell that it's working because the last I don't know how many years like we've been winning. And,
Right.
Yeah, I mean a lot of the coaches Kalani talks about all the time where you go to like these coaching conventions and. All these coaches are like the Georgia head coach, Alabama, even like NFL coaches are like, how are you doing this? Like, how are you guys? How do you turn the program around? And
Yeah.
he just says love, like just having love for each other and just building the foundation around love. And I mean, Kalani's just a badass dude. Like,
Dude, he's so personable.
yes,
Like
awesome.
I honestly hadn't talked to him since I got here, and it had been like a couple months. And I'm sitting there the other day in between like our lunch break or at the kids camp. We were just on lunch break or whatever. I'm just sitting there talking to him, and just like there was no like he was better than me type thing. It was just like it was just another person I was just talking
Yeah,
to.
I mean he
I was
always
this
is
is
reaching
cool.
out.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the first time I figured out like Kalani's the man is I remember I had the preferred walk on back in high school, and like I was talking to other coaches, like other schools were coming, like SEU had just come, and I was like, dude, I kind of want to go to SEU.
Yeah.
Like they've been talking to me, they're offering me a full ride, like all of that, and all of a sudden I get like a text from Kalani. It's like, hey, do you want to do can I come over to your house like an at home visit? I was like, what, dude? I'm a preferred walk on.
Yeah.
Like you got other dudes that are like maybe 4-star, 3-star, like that you're offered full rides and you want to come to my house? I mean, it was like on a Tuesday night at like 9 p.m. Him and Coach Clark came to my little house with me and my dad, and I mean, it was awesome. And I was like, dude, this is crazy. Like, this is something I want to be a part of. And
For sure.
if this guy cares about preferred walk-ons this much, dude, that's something special.
Yeah, no doubt. Well,
Yep.
I think that's part of why the whole built thing ended up working out the way it did. Because like when you talk to the Built Bar dudes, they're like, Kalani loves his walk-ons like more than anybody.
Exactly.
So
Yep.
that's cool. So has Coach Clark been your tight ends coach the whole time?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep. So right when I got to BYU, I was with the running backs, though, with Coach Stewart, who's at Baylor now.
Mm-hmm.
And then I moved. It was like a week or two. I moved into Coach Clark's office, and it's been with him the whole time. So
That's dope.
yep.
He's cool.
Yeah, he's awesome.
What are some of like your guilty pleasures? Your indulgences.
I mean, I'm a food guy. I mean, you could probably tell. Like, I've been trying to I gotta kind of cut back on it a little bit, and yeah, I mean, just desserts and stuff. Just me and my girlfriend, like, it'll be like midnight. We're like, gas station run.
Yeah.
We just go get snacks and stuff. But yeah, I don't know what it is. Actually, I love cooking too. So I mean,
You cook?
yeah, a little bit.
What do you cook?
I mean, like steaks and stuff. Mainly anything. I could do whatever.
Are you like a grill type person? You a pantser?
So
like,
all we have is a pan at my house. So
yeah.
I've never really cooked on a grill, but I'd love to. I want to get a Blackstone so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, those look awesome.
The grills or the big griddles?
I think it's like the big griddles, just like
yeah. Those are dope.
Yeah, I've been wanting one, but I got to get my own house first. Got to move out. Got to get married. So got to do all that.
Is that in the works? Do you plan on getting married anytime soon?
Yep.
Are you engaged?
No, not yet.
No, soon to be.
Yeah, we're looking at rings right now. So.
Oh, okay. That's pretty serious then.
Yeah.
How long you been dating your girl?
2 years in September.
How'd you meet her?
So she's a swimmer at BYU.
Oh, she is.
Yeah. So we met there. So she's from Southern California.
Okay.
It's been fun though.
That's dope. So 2 years, plan to get married. So let me ask you this though: are you gonna have to move to Southern California at some point?
No, she actually doesn't want to live there.
Okay, good.
Which makes me feel a little bit better.
Yeah,
because I do not. I mean, I like Southern California. I love San Diego.
The weather's nice.
Yes.
Living there is a whole different story.
Yeah. I mean, I like Arizona. I like Texas, but she likes it out here. So
that's good.
I mean, you never know, but yeah, she lives in Temecula, which is like between LA and San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's a nice area out there. I like going out there, but yeah, I might steer clear of California for a little bit.
Yeah, it's probably not a bad call.
Just a vacation spot for right now.
Yeah, I like that. What are some of your like goals for this upcoming season? Like, if you had one thing besides staying healthy that you could achieve, what would it be?
As like a personal thing or like a team-wide thing?
Personal and team. Do both.
I mean, yeah, kind of just what I said is just being able to be available and just being able to be in every down tight end and just being able to do whatever it is to help the team. And, I mean, that sounds cliche and a lot of people say it, but, I mean, I feel like whenever I'm on the sideline, like it might sound selfish, but whenever I'm on the sideline, I'm like, you just feel like that, like, you just can't help. Like, you want to be out there helping your guys, being able to block for the quarterback or make calls with the O-line to help out or just, I mean, block for some of Isaac Rex's, like, trick play touchdowns. I mean, you just always want to be in there. I don't care where I'm at. Just being able to be out there and just being able to help and just be in the plays is my main goal. And, yeah, I mean, being able to split out and run routes. I kind of want to be like the Kyle Juszczyk, 49ers. That's kind of my goal. But, yeah, I mean, just being there and just don't take anything for granted and also don't be entitled to anything.
Yeah, I think
like that's kind of a thing that I've been dealing with is I just feel like, oh, I've been here, like I should be getting this. Like, no, like that's some childish stuff. So I just want to have that mentality of don't take anything for granted and just be grateful for where you're at.
That's cool. And what about from a team perspective?
I mean, just win.
Yeah. That's always a hard question to answer because it's like, well, obviously win every game, like win national championship. Like, why? Like, what else would you want?
Yeah.
So,
and I think with like being independent too, when you lose one game, your season's over.
Yeah.
Like
so
you're going to the crappy bowl game. Like
that's something I haven't asked. Do you feel like that took a toll on the team?
100%.
Like being independent and having that, like,
yeah.
Oh, well, we lost one. Now it's like, do you feel like it kind of made you guys? Your ups were really up and downs were really down. Do you think that's part of
floor? Yeah, I mean,
do you think that's part of reason why?
Yeah, and I think like before the season, like we were always like in a contract with the bowl.
Yeah,
like we were always in a contract with the bowl, but if we were to win out and go to like a New Year's Six, that would be like the only exception.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, once we lost one, we're like, oh, like we can't get into New Year's Six. Like you have to win every single game. So I mean. And last year, we kind of saw it snowball with Oregon. They kind of beat the brakes off of us. It kind of just snowballed from there, losing 4 in a row. But, yeah, I mean, it came to a point where it's like, we're not doing this for us anymore. It's for the coaches, like for the coaches' wives. Like their jobs are on the line. We can't just be complacent and just be like, oh, the season's over.
Right.
Like, no, that's not how it works. Like we want to be bowl eligible. We ended the season, I think, on a 4-game win streak, I think, including the bowl game. But yeah, that was just our mentality. But, yeah, whenever you lose that first game, it's just like, oh, dude. Yeah. So now with the Big 12, I mean, you can lose 3 games and still win the conference championship and be in a New Year's Six. So it's just a whole lot new life that we aren't used to. So
for sure, it changes everything because it's like now you're looking at, okay, we lost to this team or whatever. Well, now who's going to beat that team to kind of put us back in the –
exactly.
no.
It'll be fun, though, for sure.
It's super fun. That's way cool. what do you got going on for the 4th of July? You guys have any like 4th of July traditions or whatever?
I think me and my family might go out to that, that like all-nighter that's going on tonight down in Provo. Have you heard of it?
No.
So like so the parade's tomorrow in Provo.
Okay.
And so everybody like today, all through tonight, they go and camp out at their spot on the street. So like they go and sleep there, but like the whole town is like alive. Like they have food trucks going, parties going. So I mean, it's fun. We just go out there and hang out and just walk around, and no one's going to sleep, so they're all just partying and stuff. So
do you do that every year?
Yeah.
Really?
I've been sneaking out since like middle school.
So you go do it. Yeah. Now you're going as a family,
fun.
huh?
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't grow up in Provo, I guess, or close to it. So, are you a big firework guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are fun to watch.
Fun to watch or fun to do? Are you the type of guy
So
messing around with them?
I mean,
you seem like the type of guy that'd be like,
oh yeah,
messing with people with fireworks.
Yes, but I mean, me and my buddies growing up, we probably have some stories we can't tell about it.
Right.
Some of the fireworks stuff. I mean, we had fun. We were all obsessed with fire and doing all that stuff. But
that's funny.
We had fun.
No, that's good. So, how much like, and I'm trying to think of how to phrase this question, but like with, your mom passing, do you feel like it's helped you appreciate your family more and like not take every day for granted?
Mm-hmm.
Like, is that a thing, or is it just like you were young when it happened, so it's kind of just all you've known?
Yeah, 100%. Like I know I was young and stuff, but I still like remembered, and I remember that feeling. I remember the day of when we were told, and yeah, I mean, I felt like I've embraced the role of getting the family together and always doing stuff, always being with my dad, and yeah, I mean, you don't take anything for granted after that, and so yeah, I mean, just family means everything to me, and I think that's why I fit so well with BYU, with Kalani, because I mean that's everything to him too. So
right.
I mean, yeah, I just take on that role of getting the family together, always bugging them and trying to go do something like go fishing or go golfing, like any of that stuff. But yeah, I mean, I think we've kind of like we have a bunch of dinners and stuff, and like we're always getting together. So I mean, and it's a lot fun. It's a lot more fun when the nieces are there, and being able to be the uncle, and yeah, I mean, family's everything to me. So I love them.
That's really cool. That makes sense. You said that's probably why you fit in BYU. I didn't even think about that. What is something most people don't know about you? It's kind of the final question I ask everybody.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. That's a tough one. I mean, when you've been here 5 years, I feel like a lot of people know a lot about me, but
you got some hidden talents or hidden something in there?
I mean, pretty good at ping pong. We take ping pong pretty serious here at BYU.
We do.
But I don't know, man. I mean, that's a tough question. I mean, I kind of hit on like loving Boise State and being the biggest Boise State fan, and then now and choosing Utah over BYU to watch games. But I mean, you know my answer now. Like, hate those guys, and But I don't know, man. That's a tough question.
You got any weird quirks about you? Like you like your cereal soggy or something like that?
Yes, I do actually, and I am a cereal first, milk second. I don't know what you are. You're a psychopath if you do it reverse.
If you go milk first, you got issues.
Yeah, that's weird. Dude, I don't know. I grew up eating weird stuff. You ever had tomato soup and eggs?
Oh no,
dude! Like this is like my tradition with my family with breakfast.
That sounds like the two things I hated growing up was tomatoes and eggs. So,
dude, you can't hate on it until you try it. So you get some toast, you butter up some toast, and then you boil up some tomato soup, and then I think it's called. You crack the eggs in there. It's called, I forgot what it's called. Something. You cook the eggs in the soup, and then you pour it over the toast, dude. It's unreal. Like, that's our weird thing. Like, like my sister's husband, when he first tried it, my girlfriend even too, like, they're like, ew, dude, that's gross. And then they love it.
That's disgusting. That sounds
it sounds disgusting, dude.
Disgusting.
I'm like craving it right now.
I'll try it one time just because I'm a believer in like you can't knock it till you try it. Yeah. But then once you try it, you can tuck as much heat on as you want. But like, I'll give it a shot one time. You're gonna have to make it though. I'm not making it myself.
I'll make it. I got to figure out how. I've actually never cooked it, but
go figure that out.
I will
make it for me, and then I'll judge it from there. But that sounds disgusting.
Yeah, it will, and it might not look great, but I promise you, dude, it's different. You'll love it.
I'll give it a fair shot. I'm not very optimistic about it, but I'll go on it with an open mind. Well, dude, appreciate you coming on. Been trying to make this happen for a while. You got a busy schedule, so it's been
Appreciate
fun.
you having me.
Hopefully, you enjoy the 4th of July. Stay up all night. Have your, all night or whatever. I didn't even know it was a thing. I'm gonna have to go check that out.
Yeah, do it, dude. It's fun.
That's dope. Okay, well, I'll let you get to it. Appreciate it, my man.
Yeah, appreciate you.